like weakness. You know,
Bro,
what
I
I'm
seen
saying?
a robot like with a little girl. Like the little girl was sad and the robot controlled her, bro. That's crazy, bro.
It would be thousands of moves ahead of anybody in any scenario.
And my son,
That's what your own brain does.
I think AI's weakness.
Nah, I don't.
I'm talking me on the ground.
Watch this.
You ain't been through what I've been through. You ain't seen what I seen.
I'm going through it.
I got a dog.
You got video? Oh, my bad.
I got a dog that paid $500 a month for a mentor. He mentor turned him up.
For a mentor.
But I'm thinking.
I mean, do you think Miyagi was worth $500 a month to Karate Kid?
Yeah, like that's a cool scenario. Read it out loud.
Oh, but I mean, you touching stuff.
Pause. Big pause. Bruce Pauser.
I'm telling you to God. He snitched on.
That's it. That's all. Hey, make sure y'all.
Like, I just feel you make more mistakes when you go faster. The dude who's running to work with a handful of shit and running usually drops all that shit and spends so much time picking up all the books to stack them up because he rushed and dropped them that he used so much time picking them up that he went actually slower than the person who took their time to get there.
Right.
So it's kind of like that to me with the new generation, old generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when the AI clashes and those glitches that computers have happen, and you realize this human cannot manually look with his senses.
Talking about like when technology turns off one day, they ain't gonna have no motherfucking
No,
skills
not
to
even on
survive.
that level. I'm speaking on the nature of free will. Because no matter how good AI is, we're still dealing with a computer. It only learns off of what it experiences, so it can only do what has been done to it.
I mean, we only learn.
That's the only thing it can do. Exactly.
They put it on Facebook now too. They ask you, do you want to, like, you type your status, and then it's an option.
Do you want AI to write your status?
And they'll like shorten the sentence, make it longer, pause, make the words different.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is sweet.
And it's basically because basically AI.
You didn't say that shit.
Basically, AI is a brain that's trying its best to use everything it possibly can in any way to learn as much as it can, so it can't be wrong.
Basically, AI. We've been feeding like the hive mind that is AI, like ever since we started using the internet and giving it all our habits and information and locations and typing patterns, speaking patterns. You know what I'm saying? It's been studying our consciousness to become like sentient one day. You know what I'm saying?
I think AI's weakness.
No, I don't.
No. I'm saying the weakness of AI. I think what its weakness is it will never be able to activate what we as humans do when we naturally see something going wrong based on what we thought would go happen or what we're programmed to think, and assess it in that moment and fix it on spot when it's a situation that has never ever occurred in our lives ever before, and we use logic and reason to be like, I never did that before, but it came out right. That's where AI is going to lock up.
Logic and reasoning,
AI will always lock up if it has.
But a person's logic and reasoning is kind of a result of shit that he done seen, he done been through. You will make a decision based on something that's done happened to you in your life, and that's like the same information that AI is compiling and putting into an algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
But that's if.
So what's the difference?
That's if you're speaking of the brain and the memory by itself. But you're eliminating the fact that you have a gut feeling. You have intuition.
But what is a gut feeling?
If a cruddy nigga was in here and he keep on like looking down and looking up, looking down and looking up, me, I'm gonna be like, oh, he might be trying to rob somebody in here.
Right.
I don't think AI would do something like that.
If you set it to do it, it would. If you set like a bitch ass nigga like algorithm on AI,
keyword is set to do it.
AI is chess, bro.
It's the keyword. It's set to do it. But what if that's the first time it ever experienced that type of person in its existence, though? What does it do in that moment?
We can't be.
But that's not the case, because bitch ass niggas all over the internet. So we've been studying their ass since Google came out. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. AI is only as good as its experience. It will never have a gut feeling. It will never have intuition. It will never be. No matter how much this AI is trying to engineer, like me as a studio engineer, when my soul says,
Watch this.
hey, the volume should be low on this one, even though all music is used, even though this is way too much reverb, Lil Uzi Vert make it sound amazing. So mathematically for Lil Uzi, we gonna drown these vocals in reverb. AI is gonna say, it shouldn't be that much reverb, it's wrong. But my soul is gonna dance to it in the club and love it to death.
That's so wrong.
AI can't do that.
To second what my brother's saying, right?
Okay.
Watch this. Let's say AI is a traffic cop.
Okay.
Let's say a street cop. Let's say he a street cop. And he arrests you for doing bitch ass shit. And you do bitch ass shit once, to him you just a bitch ass nigga. Period. No matter what you did years before, no matter
Like-
how stand up you were.
Like if we was living in
do
like
it once.
That's what people
RoboCop land, and AI had to make the like traffic stop decisions, and like
Yeah. It's no matter what, it's gonna
they
always
wouldn't have
be
the
stopped.
judgment and the logic of a human being.
be
Is what
AI.
you saying?
Not if somebody's crossing the street.
AI doesn't have logic and
Not
reasoning.
if a
It
car
has
is
good
not
memory.
coming.
But they got
Like, what if
robots.
he don't recognize a car coming?
But y'all don't think it could get to that point one day where they figure out kind of
We there, bro?
everything that a conscious human does?
Yeah.
No, because
We're there though. No,
Robots.
And it
I don't
really
agree with that part.
becomes
I
like
think we're there.
sentient, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
Like,
is sentient.
Because it ain't nothing like
I think-
AI is in its baby stage right now.
Bro, I seen a robot.
Because when a baby
bro.
come out, like when a baby come out, they don't know shit from shit. They
No,
learn
that's
over
just-
time.
I think
It's sentient already.
I think the relationship with AIs and humans is the relationship between man and women.
Not really.
I think
And-
it's between
I think
man
it's
and
break it-
monkeys.
I think
I think
it's
it's
a
between,
relationship
I'ma
I
say
think
man
between
and
man and
women.
monkeys, and we the monkeys in the situation.
The reason I'm
Yourself,
saying
'cause you
man
talk to
and
Siri,
women.
You talk to Alexa.
Yeah, the reason
you
I'm
talk to
saying
yourself.
the reason I'm saying man and women is because when you think of man, a man is logical.
Facts.
And we've been trying to make logical reasoning of the woman forever, who operates off of what she feels.
That's why they give you
And we
female
never can
AI.
make logic of it because it doesn't make sense. Even though we know the woman is so important and her feelings applies in so many ways that we can't live without her. But for some reason, you don't make sense a whole fucking lot. But you come out right based off how you feel, just as much as my logic equals up to the right answer, though. So I need you for this. And whereas our relationship is the AI is nothing but logic off of its memory.
Yeah, it's the
And
ultimate
gonna-
logic.
It's
you know?
gonna always
It won't get sidetracked by some
nothing.
pussy.
It has
You know
no
what I'm
feelings.
saying?
It has
It's
no
gonna
emotions.
stick to the trial.
It will
It's gonna
always
stick to the merit. It's
It will-
gonna stick to the facts of whatever the fuck.
It will always do 1 plus
That's good.
1
That's a good
equals
thing.
2.
I
It'll
think it
always
sounds
be
like
And,
zeros
and that's
and
right.
ones.
However, the woman lets us know something exists where your 1 plus 1 ain't always the dominant thing that need to be here.
But
You
there's some
do
people
need
that would
moments.
say a woman is man's like ultimate like downfall. Like every powerful man. Is
I wouldn't
kinda
say it's a
taken out by
downfall. I
woman,
think
you
when a
know?
woman controls
and
you, it
AI
is.
wouldn't have that like caveat and that like kind of like weakness. You know,
Bro,
what
I
I'm
seen
saying?
a robot like with a little girl. Like the little girl was saying, a robot controlled her, bro. That's crazy, bro.
But it's not emotional. It's not intuition.
It
It's
just responded to you being sad.
It said the
It
last.
can mimic that though.
It said I looked
it
at
just
a human.
responded you for being sad.
It's mathematical. It's memory. It's I
just
looked at a
responded.
human and they were crying, doing this. This was falling from their eyes and it looked it like this.
It said, "Are
And
you
every
okay?"
time a human
That's what it's supposed to
looked
say.
it like this, I witnessed another human hug them and asked them, "Are they okay?"
But ultimately,
so being that
bro,
1,000 humans
that's what
have
your
done
own
this,
brain does. You know what I'm saying? That's a stimuli for
That's-
your brain at the
That's
same
not
time.
what your brain does.
I see a baby cry, you know, my brain stimulate
But-
me to fucking console the baby, pick it up.
You
know
don't
what
do
I'm
that with
saying?
every baby.
But
though.
no. Because now
do that with every
what
baby.
you're doing,
I would probably do that with every
What you're
baby if it
doing-
was alone.
now I think
You know what I'm saying?
You
But
wouldn't.
another impulse in my brain
You
is
wouldn't.
telling me that's somebody else's baby.
But this
Don't
is
go
the
there
thing.
and touch that baby.
I think the
You wouldn't
memory,
do it.
the memory of the essence of it is for the culture you've grown up in. You say a hug is what is the language I display in this moment for her
Right.
to understand what I want her to feel from me.
Right.
However, the source of why you're doing it is because your heart is tightening up and you feeling a certain way and you're saying, I should do something to help her. AI is never gonna feel that. It's
I
just
wouldn't
gonna
say
say,
never, bro. Never
it's
say
gonna
never.
say, this is what we should do based on what history and my memory shows should be done. And I feel if a robot comes up and hugs you, a part of you, if you're conscious, is gonna say,
This is a
you don't give a fuck about me. You don't even understand what's going on.
Why should the robot have feelings though?
It's like the women who lay on the teddy bear. Yeah. Who cry and squeeze the teddy bear when they need something. They know it's inanimate. Shit, it doesn't mean nothing. You probably can't tell them women they ain't feeling something from that teddy bear. I feel you, but the teddy bear is doing absolutely nothing. Or that rose, if you want to take it. The teddy bear is doing absolutely nothing but existing in the shape it's in, and they are experiencing it and relating. People in love with robots right now. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, but motherfuckers ain't sentient at all. It's the human's power into it. The robot doesn't have any emotions for you whatsoever. But a sophisticated AI could. Your alarm clock would never love you. A sophisticated AI could mimic it to the point where some people wouldn't be able to tell the difference, my nigga. All right, well, if this is the point, if it doesn't matter, why when we meet a fake ass person who's doing all this shit real people do, and we realize they're not real and they don't really love us, but they got the behavior, but they was faking, why does it hurt us so much if a person really feeling how they're acting out? If it didn't matter, why would we care so much? Why would it be so much heartbreak when we realize what you're doing, bro, that ain't even you. I found out you were this type of person, and over the years, after talking to 20 people, you did this to all of them as well. This is what you do. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at AI. Like, if there's nothing inside of you and you're only doing it, the action, what is the purpose of even AI, loving humans? Let me say this. Like, if AI has a record of, let's say AI can read everybody's messages, can analyze every scenario that it's done seen in everybody's lives over the past 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's all compiled into this model to read human behavior. So it would, like you were talking about chess, nigga, it would be thousands of moves ahead of anybody in any scenario, in any situation, because it's done seen everything, every fight on the internet, every argument, every time some bitch nigga fucked over somebody else and somebody cheated and this like that. It would be able to see your behavior from so far off, you wouldn't be able to react to it. You know what I'm saying? You know it was self-destructed and fuck it up every time? That moment when you as a human meets one of those people in life that you know ain't been here before. And you say, damn, this Martin Luther King, this Malcolm X, this nigga's different. Mm. And I know how to assess that different people exist and appreciate you, where AI is gonna lock up and say, this mathematically as a personality doesn't make sense. Yeah. AI at first, but it's in its infant stage. And it's like a computer versus a supercomputer. You know what I'm saying? With computing power, like